Hello, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and this is Richard. So I have something interesting that I'm going to do. I'll be working on it for a day or so before I get it fixed up, and it will be posted. Probably won't be up for at least, I don't know, what is today anyway? February. Okay, it's 11th of February. I already have videos all the way into mid-March, if not later than that. So I need to either start posting every day or quit making so many gosh darn videos. Anyway, I pulled out my very first Aikido class. Not the very first Aikido class that I taught, the very first Aikido class I ever took. And I came up with an interesting idea. So I am going to take a segment of that, which is the very first technique we worked, which was Ikkyo. Now, you will see how I was taught Ikkyo, and what I'm going to do tomorrow, because I have class tomorrow, I will show you how I teach Aikido now, or Ikkyo now, and 17 years later. So you will see how I was taught to perform Ikkyo, and I will show you how I do it now 17 years later, and you can just kind of compare the two and see which one you like better. I thought it would be kind of interesting, and I love watching some of these old videos. It gives me some good ideas, and it makes me remember things, and it also shows me how much I sucked back then. So anyway, everybody starts somewhere. I agree. I would want the total dog crap out of myself back then. Oh, anyway, that's got nothing to do with that. So what's coming up will be a video taken approximately 17 years ago. Very first technique that I was taught in class. There's only really two people in class. It's myself and my brother Anthony. Clearly you should be able to see which one's me and which one's my brother. My brother's in the gi. I'm the bald-headed guy with the gray shirt on. So anyway, and my instructor Bandy, you'll get to see him. He was my very first Aikido instructor. I do give him total props on projecting me down the path of Aikido. He really truly did teach me enough to get me going. My wife's over there looking at me kind of, and her and I have different opinions on that man. Well, not totally, but in certain aspects we have different opinions. Anyway, I respect him. No matter what you think of him as a person, as an instructor, you cannot deny that he had skills to teach. Anyway, she's not commenting on that. So here we go. Let's just stop rambling on like I love to do. Here is a comparison of Ikkyo when the very first technique on the very first class that I took, and then right after that I will show you Ikkyo as I teach it today. I also want to add that I was not taught the Ikkyo that I teach today. I developed that through the last 17 years of actually doing it, not only doing it at the dojo, but doing it on the street. Because of my job at the time, I was afforded the ability to street fight and not get in trouble. So not only that, I was also fighting in cages. So I formulated how I do Ikkyo now, not because I just thought it would work better, but because through time I found that it did work better, and I manipulated what I first learned into what I teach now because of practicality and because it works better for me.
First step Q controls of the wrist. Side of the Q, the shoulder. Third of Q, the elbow. So we're beginning with the first Ikkyo, control of the wrist. gravity. That's your upper body. There you go. That's a little bit better. Again, please. All right. Left hand, switch. The diary. Good. He already lowers his gravity. His gravity coming down. You want to lower your upper body. Lower your gravity. Bend your knee. Watch your waist. Your knees. Come on, practice with you. 10 each. And then switch. Go. And his hand over. Put your hand up there like I showed you. No.
There we go. My very first class on my very first day of Aikido training, not teaching, but my very first class that I ever took. Our first technique was Ikkyo. And the way he taught that was from rote katatori here. We got two hands grab the lapel. We reach over, across on top, and we grip, and we turn just like we're doing like a gaku kote gyash. We just simply turn with our wrist area. It's set on the elbow without gripping or anything. And we just simply turned and pushed down. That was what it is. Let me do it on the other side. So first day of Aikido class when I took Aikido, first day, turn, and we locked like this here. Now I found a lot wrong with that, and throughout the years I've changed it. And my basic Ikkyo now, and we'll just do it off of Katate Dori because that's what we're commonly using. It comes up, regrip, and I turn it to, see that off balance that I get her in? I step in within a remi. This hand shoots in halfway between her shoulder and her elbow with the thumb and the finger in just like so. And then I do a tenkan as I roll her out and back into the opposite hip. That's how I teach it now. That's how I developed it now. Unlike the old version of reaching over, turning, and rolling like this with the hand open and just on the wrist. That creates a lot of slippage. It creates all kinds of trouble, in my opinion. So there's the differences between Ikkyo from my first day to Ikkyo how I now teach it 17 years later.